Yo YouTube everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 19 of our journey to Iridescent, man. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Sit back, relax, and watch me fry the lobby in some Hardpoint. I'm going to be showing you guys the tips and tricks that I use on a daily basis, the checklists that I run through my head to ensure that I win majority of my Hardpoints when I'm playing. No matter the lobby, no matter the opponent, these tips and tricks will always help you out. So we're going to start off a bit slow here on the P1. We're going to try to break this one down and really go into detail of what you guys can do to improve and hopefully win a lot more matches than you currently do. So going through this P1, I'm looking at the minimap and I'm like, okay, what area is a danger zone? I want to assess the danger here and I want to make sure we're kind of holding the spawns for P2. And while my teammates are fighting for P1, I think this is a really good time to set up for P2. And yeah, so basically P1's normally a scrap heavy hill, right? So P2 is one where you can get a lot more rotation. This second hardpoint is one where you could probably get about 35 to 40 seconds. And that's what I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at the numbers and try to be very logical with my approach here. So we go through, we actually take out the first guy in the back there from the spawn, which is a great kill. We go through again, we take out the second guy. And now I'm like, right, looking at the minimap, there should be somebody in this back area where I'm pre-aiming now. In an ideal situation, my teammate would be there. I see somebody does die. And what I'm going to try to do is just soak up as much time as possible. You see right here, my teammate on my left is in this inside the stairs. This right there, that kill probably could have saved this hardpoint, to be honest with you. Really good snap on. We got a kill. That's 4 down. And you could just see, like, just by a simple rotation, we're able to get 30 seconds on the second hardpoint. And now the advantage of getting a really good lead early on in the game is now you're basically setting your opponents up that you can constantly out-rotate them and you should be able to win the game. Now look what I'm doing on this hill. I'm being such a nuisance. I'm snaking this constantly, but when I'm weak, I'm not over-challenging. I'm making sure to stay alive. Probably one of my best individual hard points in terms of 60 seconds. I was able to get basically 55 seconds, basically 60 seconds on that hill I was able to get by myself. I mean, I died there, so yeah, 55 seconds I was able to get by myself, maybe like 5 kills. So overall, just a really solid hardpoint. Now you're in a situation where the next hardpoint is going probably towards your opponent, and this is the main factor that I do want to talk about. A lot of people, I think, get very tunnel vision and they start to panic if the opponent's set up, but just think about it. We got 55 seconds on that hill, right? It's already been 5-10 seconds and we got a bit of contest time already. If we can somehow push through and just stop them from getting all the time here, and right now you see they got about 20 seconds and we've got the rest of the time here, so that's a really good job. Now our main focus here again is to worry about the rotation. The way you want to look at it, right, is you guys battle for the initial control. After maybe the halfway mark, when it's about 25 seconds left, you want to automatically start to rotate and start to worry about that new hardpoint. It's a constant battle for map control, constant battle for aggression, and just makes basically rotation. So you see right here, we're on the top here. Gonna go through the back. Gonna chuck a little, not chuck. We're gonna break the glass. And again, I'm not too worried about the hill. I think a lot of people get really worried. They try to get in the hill as quick as possible in the first 5 seconds. But me personally, I don't like to play like that. I like to play around the hill. I like to clear around the hill first, and once the hill is cleared, then I have more of an opportunity to push through. And you see right there, man, absolutely frying everyone. We get a massive 4-piece, and that's just one of those games where I just think I was playing really with high confidence. I was frying, and I feel like everything I was doing was just working really well. My decisions were just everything I was doing was just working really well. And when you're playing like that, it's a great feeling when you're playing with confidence, and you need to just keep trusting your instincts. So in this game, I was like, right, like every time there was a 50-50 or a thing like, are they on the left or are they on the right? I just kept trusting my instincts. And again, you're going to see the same thing. No matter how good I'm playing or bad, no matter if I'm getting fried or I'm frying, I'm doing the same core principles. I'm rotating early. I'm guaranteeing the setup. So right there's a perfect example. Although I died, my teammate was there to get the trade. Now we're in a situation where we've got the spawns for the new hill. So sure, they're going to get maybe 15-20 seconds of the scrap time, but look at the score. If you think about it like this, right, let's say we give them 20 seconds of scrap time and we get 35 to, let's say we get 40 seconds, okay? Every hill that goes by, we're going to be extending the lead by 15, then 20, then 15, then 20. And it's just going to be a constant battle where we're probably going to have 100 points on our opponents. And you're seeing that right now. The first hardpoint we were in control, second hardpoint we were in control, third hardpoint we kind of split, fourth hardpoint we kind of split, and now we're in the fifth hardpoint, and once again we're in control. It's all about controlling the map. I know they're going to spawn on the other side here, so again, I'm letting my teammates push through. I'm letting him try to get the hill. I'm going to go through. I'm going to get a massive kill. We turn around. This guy's right behind me. And again, again, we're just splitting the time on this hill, but somehow, because of the spawns, because of the rotations, we're actually able to get slightly more than the 30-30. We're probably going to get maybe a 45-15. And what that means is we're putting pressure on the opponents. They have to be a bit more reckless. They have to do the decisions that they probably wouldn't normally want to do. Now, with 15 seconds left, it's the exact same principle. I'm not right. They're probably going to be in top PD. So while my teammates are holding the scrap time, this is a good opportunity to push through, rotate, and start to get the initial time for the next hard point. So let's say the first 10-15 seconds go to my opponent here. I'm going to let them have that. Instead, I'm going to set up a round so that not only do we get the rest of P1, we also have the spawns for P2. So it's basically like playing chess. You don't want to be kind of on the board. You want to be 1 or 2 points moves ahead of your opponent at all times. That's why I look at Hardpoint specifically more than any other game mode. So right now we're in an example where you push through, and I've got the spawns to an extent. I'm in a really good spot here. So as I chuck a stun and a grenade through here, I'm going to back off, and I got kind of over aggressive there, tried to take him out. But again, I'm just going to play a credit corner, take our time, and you can see I catch him in a sprint, and that's going to happen a lot. When you find yourself in good power positions, especially as an SMG when you're playing aggressive, you're going to find your opponents in sprints a lot of the time. Now, in this game where the kind of sprint to fire speed isn't the quickest, that is the exact kind of position you want to find your opponents in. You want to find them in a position where they're kind of sprinting, you're able to catch them off guard and take them out. And just like that, we basically have a 100-point lead going into this next hard point. Now, this is where I thought, right, what can I do here? How can I break the next hard point and once again guarantee the victory? So we're going to go through all the way around. I'm basically pinching the enemies, going through enemy lines, and now we're able to get on the hill. Not only are we able to get on the hill, we're able to have the whole map control on this left side here. So as long as my teammate wins 1 or 2 fights, which does end up happening, we go through that, so we get a massive 3-piece. So yeah, technically they have the spawns right now, but it's not the end of the world because we're still going to get the initial 20 seconds. And you guys really need to start looking at hard points in time zone. So right now, we're getting the first 30 seconds, okay? 30 seconds are done, and we've got full control of the hill. So as far as I'm concerned, even if they get the rest of the 30, that's okay. We split the hard point with them. So in terms of the score, we're going to carry on kind of extending the lead. The main priority for me now is the rotation. You see here, I tried to play the cut. I tried to kind of wait for my opponent, and it looks like somebody kind of snuck up on me. You see he goes through here, trying my best to take him out. As I jumped around the corner, I didn't want to be an easy target, so as I jumped, I was jumping backwards as well. That's just kind of one of the movement mechanics that you can do in this game. Not very well, to be honest, compared to the like last Call of Duty and Modern Warfare, but it's definitely something you can implement. We go through, we get very, very lucky because the second guy was lined up. Again, it's not about getting the kill, it's about putting the damage on the opponent so that your teammate can get the trade. So we take out one, but instead of stopping there, I carry on shooting, and I put my teammates in a great position to get the trade. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out how I wanted it to. We go through, round the corner, we challenge him, we make him one shot. Now, there's no point me running up the stairs because I'm one shot, right? What am I really going to do realistically? So instead, I'm going to go through, try to just put as much damage as I can as possible. Again, 30 seconds left. My opponent's got a lot of this time, so we're going to do what I spoke about. We're going to try to get maybe 15 to 20 seconds here, stop them from getting, you know, the full 40, full 50. So that way, as long as we're, let's say we're down by 10 points on this specific hard point, that's okay. The lead we had, that doesn't really matter. As long as we're getting maybe 20 seconds on each hard point, we should be good to go. Now, I want to be honest with you guys, the game should be over here, but instead I got very, very complacent. We go through a great door play right there. I used the door to my advantage, did everything perfectly, and for some reason, I don't know what happened, whether it was me personally getting complacent, whether it was the enemy team stepping up, whether it was my team getting complacent, maybe everything all at once, but a lot of factors happened, and I want to show you guys exactly what happened that could potentially cost us this game. Now, the good thing is we got such a massive lead in this kind of scenario where we shouldn't really be worried, but I think that's where the problem occurred. Because we weren't worried, it was one of those cases where if 1 or 2 rotations don't go our way, things start to get slightly scary. So we go through, and it all starts with that grenade. The grenade goes through, 30 seconds left here, and we're in a position where honestly there's not much for us to do. We essentially need to break the hill once, get some scrap time, and I'm hoping this could be the break, because my teammate goes in, he gets a kill, but before I can even get to the back, they both die. That's 2 down, 15 seconds left, and I'm already doing something I didn't do earlier. I'm already playing for scrap time and causing my team to spawn out. So that's a big, big mistake. Something I wasn't doing all game long when we were kind of frying them. So you see we spawned out, but it's not too bad. We're like, okay, we're in a good position. We're near the hard point. Let's push through here. My teammate's going to get on the hill, and just like that, we should be good to go. I'm letting them push on the hill. They only need 8 seconds. We're going to watch the front here. We should be good here, man. So I'm playing in a credit corner, and look at that, man. I don't know what happened, but all my team died. For some reason, they just got spammed. They got rushed, and they got 3-piece. Something I wasn't expecting. So again, it's one of those things where the opponents just playing with aggression, and now you start to worry, because if this lead was a little bit less kind of demanding and we gave them a bit more of a score, this is very, very scary. And I think this is really important to show you guys, because the game is never over, and I want to show you what they're doing and what I'm finding very difficult now. I think the biggest difference now is I just feel like they're playing as a unit. I feel like when you play a bit more scared, I don't know what happened, maybe their communication increased, but it felt like it was very difficult for me to go anywhere in the hill without getting traded. Where before, I felt like I was playing a lot of 1v1 gunfights, and I was just outgunning them, to be honest with you. It wasn't really a threat. It was very easy. I was winning a lot of my gunfights. But you see right here, we go through, and just like that, we actually managed to flank them, and we were able to get the 2-piece to drop the 28 kills. But they still managed to get like 80 points in the last 2 hard points. So I started to get a bit worried there, but you guys know how to make the play, go on the flank, and we actually have a really good performance, man. I think if you guys follow the blueprint, as I mentioned, of the scoreboard in your head, the rotations, you can really get away with a lot more victories. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.